Hello friends, I am using Photoshop 2022 and today I will teach you how to convert Photoshop mockup file into Corel Draw. First of all, we need to delete extra layers which are of no use in Corel Draw and keep only layers which are required to us. Delete background layer and also delete smart objects, as smart objects doesn't work in Corel. For a mockup, the white base file is all we need initially, and the parts like sleeves, front and other parts. I am deleting the effects from Photoshop and only keeping original base file with no adjustments. Converting layer effect from linear burn to normal. Next thing we need is solid color parts, and we have to convert them to smart objects one by one. Choose the necessary parts and hit right click on each layer and choose convert to smart objects. These are the parts which will be required in Corel, and because of solid color, will be easy to trace them. The key to convert a good mockup quickly is to keep only those files which will be required for our mockup to look good. We can keep the same effects setting and export it in Corel, and also do as I am doing. Convert each part individually. I am skipping stitching as it is not so necessary, or if you like to take, then you can convert it too. For converting Photoshop mockup, we only need three things: white base file, all parts in solid color, and effects or texture file, which is optional. Or if you are a beginner, you can export same effects too. Click parts merged and select pixels and give it a solid color and repeat the same process. Convert it to smart object. Delete extra files remaining. Now make sure to put all our required files in single folder, just like I am putting all in parts folder. Make sure and last there is only one folder containing our base file and all converted parts. If you are exporting effects to, then add it in the folder too. One last time, check if all the parts and base file are added to the folder. This is all we need for now. Now save a copy of this file and we are done with our first part of Photoshop. Make sure you save the file in PSD format. Now open Corel Draw. I am using Corel 2024. In New File, press on Import button to import our PSD file. Place it anywhere. Now you can see our file has been imported to Corel. I am setting nudge distance as per our file so I can show you layers have been imported perfectly. To see Layers panel in Corel Draw, go to Windows in the menu bar, then Dockers, and choose Objects. It will appear on the right side of the screen containing our layers which we made in Photoshop. Now open the layers, you will see our layers, and next step is to ungroup all the layers. Now all our layers are ungrouped and we have to make adjustments to our base jersey file. I do adjustments in 4 layers. Copy and paste 3 times the base file and we will adjust the transparency one by one. Now go to Transparency option and select Uniform Transparency, and in the effect, adjust the transparency. On the top base file, set the effect to multiply and its value as 60. On the second base file, set the effect to subtract and its value as 60. You can adjust as per your requirement. Set the third base file effect to hard light and its value as 75. Now set last base layer file effect to overlay and its value to 100. Now select all for effects layers and group them. Now coming to the parts, trace each part. Click each part and then in image trace press quick trace. In some mockups where tracing is little bit not accurate, you can adjust it manually through shape tool. Delete the original file and keep the trace file. Repeat the same step with all the parts. You can rename each part as front, back, left sleeve, right sleeve, rib, etc. When the trace result comes out in group of multiple objects, you can ungroup them and then weld as per your need. Like this, you can weld group of multiple objects. After all the layers are traced, make sure they are aligned properly and the base file, which is grouped with our effects layers, on top of all the layers. Now you can see the texture and everything looks as natural as we see in Photoshop. Now when our mockup is ready, we can use nudge distance to add design, or also by clicking parts layer as bring into focus and adjust the design into it. Then right-click on the design and click Power Clip inside and adjust the power clip or add your logos and text to it. As the other parts are traced, they are in curve shape form and we can directly add color or design to it. We can adjust effects as per our need. In next video I will compare manual setting in Corel Draw and importing the same effect settings of Mockup in Photoshop.